Hello, everyone, and happy reset day. So yeah, it's time to climb the ladder again, and I think I'll be doing it with hand buff paladin. I know I said some things about the deck yesterday, but I was trying it out yesterday after the recordings and everything, and I had a lot of fun with it. It felt like it was pairing up pretty well against most of the decks that are currently in the meta. It even does fairly well against the Brand Warrior that seems to be dominating standard currently. That hopefully they'll do something about at some point, or the meta will just have to warp around it. But yeah, I think we'll be doing a few games, and you get to see me trying to climb up the ladder and lose to a lot of bronze ranks. Not that that really matters right here today, since most of the people that are playing at this time is probably former high-ranked players. Yeah, Druid has become very popular with that spell Druid thing that seems to be going around. The reason why I have ETC is I'm keeping the Weapon Viper inside of it, but in worst case scenario, there's also a Hearthstone brew inside. It doesn't happen very often, but there has been times where I've won a game just because of Hearthstone brew. But yeah, I think it's just the same deck as usual that I'm playing against. He didn't coin for the Splish Splash well, so he might not. Oh, he did have it. I was about to say he might not have it, but forget then. Now, if I can just draw my weapon, that would be pretty sweet. I guess this is what they call the nut draw. So I'm gonna need this thing to roll rush and poisonous now. Or I could just pump up with this. I think that might be the play. See if I can find the rock or something like that. That also works. So how do I play around swipe? He's killing that thing either way. So I think I just pump this guy up and make him trade a bit more into it. It seems to be a very aggressive deck that they're running. At least it goes face constantly, but he might also just be worried that I'm gonna buff my stuff too much for him to handle, which could be a reality. I think we play Magatha here, then I might be able to find the weapon. Okay, I gave him my one-off board wipe. See, I'm always worried that Magatha is gonna give that one away, but I feel like it's too good to not have in the deck. I don't really see many hand buff paladins running that in their list, but I honestly believe that it is a pretty good addition in the deck. He's even coining the hero power. I can't even punish him for it because I don't have my weapon to heal and I don't have... Oh, I was about saying I don't have the Tigress plushie, but there it is. Hmm, I feel like I want to excavate some more first. Gold Rush. I mean, he might be close, just being able to kill me. That one we don't want to play. I would not be that surprised if he's suddenly just gonna kill me out of nowhere now. He can hero power hit me for 5, and then they usually keep a lot of swipes around. He gave it spell damage. So he's not worried about me dealing with it, I guess. I think we dirty red here to get something out of his hand. 5. That was like the worst thing we could get. I mean, we can deal with it. Yeah, we can deal with it. And we can deal with that too. Gonna swipe me in the face. For now, the dirty rat is still keeping me safe.
Nature speaks through my tunes.
I'm not sure if he's misplaying or not. Like, it seems like he's going for it too soon, but at the same time, I can't really punish him for it, because I've managed to not draw any of the stuff that buffs my hand. Like, I can get to the dragon, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay alive for long enough for that to matter. Okay, that's pretty good. Heal up a bit. Maybe play this and see if we can't get a counter spell. Ice Trap, that's pretty good. And there's a bait and switch, so we might have him attack into the dirty rat. We get to deal some damage to him now. He's gonna kill it, but... Now play a creature, please. Right, that's not a creature. Does it save me by doing the speaker stomper now? I'm considering just getting the dragon, buffing up my hand, and putting down a big taunt. Because he can definitely hit me for the 2. 2. So that's 4, that's 6. So if I do this... and put up a taunt, then he shouldn't be able to kill me. It depends. Like, if he has swipe on hand, there's very little I can do, but I know about the 1 Malfurion's gift. Hits me for 6. That doesn't necessarily do it. So 4, 6, better for me to do this. He does have the swipe on hand still. That might have been a misplay.
Faith reveals the way.
This heals me for 4, but he can still get me down. So to survive, I'm going to need this to roll Rush and Lifesteal. I can hit roll Lifesteal, but not Rush. So I'm dead.
This is your moment.
Yeah, not much I can do. What an insane losing streak I've just been going on. Oh, and there's Finley. He has a habit of only showing up when you don't really need him, because in this matchup he's kinda useless. At least until later in the game. I think we just hard mulligan for all of for the weapon mainly. Okay, so we have the weapon. We don't have anything to deal with the neat rock totem that he might be dropping down pretty early. Thankfully he doesn't have it. And we have a Cobalt Miner. Pretty good. Is it worth the coin with the weapon? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Because I have Magatha, I just want to push to empty my hand as quick as possible. He might have the Viper, but if he has the Viper, there's not much we can do about it. Okay, so no Viper. That's pretty good news for us. I think we Heart Blossom, we attack, we play the Observer next to it. Maybe we have a counter spell? We don't, sadly. Because I did want the counter spell so he can't just Blade Storm away the board. That's very good for us. Yep, out that goes. And a bigger board. So I want to drop down something to make sure that my entire board doesn't just get destroyed by Blade Storm. So we swing, and I think we play the Kaleidosaur. It's either that or we put up the Divine Shield on one of the creatures, see what I excavate into. I think the Kaleidosaur is better. He hasn't forced anything, so he doesn't have anything ready to just clear the entire board at once. I am drawing my high end. There's good old Bran. How much damage do I have? 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so I can hit him for 80. Wait, no, I have equal. Yeah, I have equal. See, normally the list doesn't include Leroy, and I don't understand it, because if your plan is to be buffing your hand and your deck and everything, I would assume Leroy Jenkins to be a pretty good addition to them. Okay, so no hand buffing, and barely any excavating. So I think we put down the Righteous Protector at least. That way he can't just get away with hitting me in the face constantly. This might be a good situation for mind control tech to do some sneaky things. So he frost strikes that, uses the ghoul to kill the 1/1 that I have, I'm assuming. See, I would like to do this, but I think my play becomes a bit awkward from it. So I could forge the Moslotron and put down the other Righteous Protector, but I would like to have her buffed. So I think the right play is just pointing out the Kaleidosaur. Start to get my excavating going. If he has any burn, he'll probably use it to deal with this thing. But sorry. Yeah, he was probably hoping for those 2 damage to hit the 3/4. I could use the rock to get the Sarian. But is that what I'm gonna do? I could also just use my hero power, hit phase. That way the Thessarian has less of a chance to take out the Kaleidosaur. I think that's the better play. If I attack here, he's gonna attack with Thessarian and then trade in. I mean, to potentially get a better mind control tech, I won't kill any of the stuff he currently has. Down with the ship, so he wants to keep his Thessarian. That is completely fine. So we're just gonna throw the rock at Thessarian now. So we throw the rock at him. We use the weapon, we hit him. I'm gonna take some damage, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure this sets up for better future turns. Because then I can play the Moslotron next turn. And also use the Righteous Protector. And my hero power. Like, I'm not that concerned about my life total currently. I would like to find some of the stuff that helps me regain my life total, but as it stands right now, I think I play this. I play the Shroomscavate to get some more excavating going. And I play the Righteous Protector to make sure he can't just start hitting me with a weapon that he might find somewhere. I'll be honest, yeah, there we go, that's the weapon. Okay, so plays the Borrow Buster. He hits with the weapon. I feel like that's a pretty good trade-off for me. I get the Borrow Buster, I get him to take 5 damage just to deal with it. He uses the rock to deal with the Divine Shield. We can live with that. I feel like the question is if I played Peacekeeper now. Like, the Reska should be cheap, but it should not be free. So if he decides to use the Reska on taking my Titan, I think I can live with that. Yeah, I think that is the play. Just draw some minions, set their cost and everything to low, and then start buffing them. Where's the rest go? Hopefully he takes it. Yeah, that's good. Very bad for him, very good for me. Because he is going to have a hard time getting that Titan off the board. So we play the Kaleidosword. And I think we also play the Celiax. We played a Borrow Buster. And we play the Celiax. Buff my board. So I don't see him getting through this. He's very far back with his excavating. Since my minions can only take 2 damage at a time, he's going to have a hard time getting through this. And I have lethal. Yeah, I feel like the Death Knight matchup is pretty good for me. But I think that's all the games I'll be doing today. I have some errands I need to run. Prepare for my upcoming birthday and everything. But yeah, I will be talking to you guys again in the future.